You will certainly be asked to give your opinion when responding to questions in a speaking environment, particularly when talking about abstract ideas. In this episode, I will share some phrases you can use to express a personal opinion. When they are given their opinion about an issue, native speakers of English will use "I think" all the time in conversation. So, you shouldn't be too self-critical if you overuse this verb yourself. However, sometimes you want to stretch your vocabulary, especially when speaking. So let's look at some alternatives you might like to learn when giving your opinion. As you will see in many cases, there's nothing to stop you using "I think" together with some of these phrases. Before moving on to the next phrase, stop the video each time and try giving your own answer to the same question. Speaking for myself or personally speaking. Use these phrases to highlight the fact that you are giving a personal opinion. For example, speaking for myself, I think as long as we choose what to watch rather than staring at each other, watching TV will be much better. In my view, or for my part. Again, this is used to show that you are giving a personal opinion. For example, in my view, I think our government should take the lead and set regulations both through individuals but also companies and industry. As I see it, or it seems to me. Use these phrases to mean as I understand the situation. For example, as I see it, some people don't have enough money to get by and have to borrow money to pay their bills. As far as I'm concerned, or if you asked me. We often use these phrases when we are being slightly critical of a situation. For example, as you asked me, it's simply lack of concern for other people. They don't care about the environment that we all have to live in. Frankly speaking, or to be frank. Use phrases like this to give an honest opinion on a subject or an issue when your response may be seen as slightly controversial. For example, well, to be frank, I think we try to protect them too much, and we are worried about letting them out of our sight when we should be giving them more independence. Occasionally, you will be asked a question that you really haven't thought about or form an opinion, and if that happens, these are the expressions that you can use. I don't really have an opinion one way or the other. Or another expression you can use is, it's not something I given much thought to. But try not to leave it at that. Give you reason why you haven't thought about that subject before, or try to imagine what your opinion might be. For example, it's not something I've given much thought to. Actually, I suppose it would be very exciting to see it happen, but there are other things we should be spending our money on. To sum up, these are the expressions you can use when giving your opinion. Personally speaking, speaking for myself, in my view, for my part, as I see it, as far as I'm concerned. If you ask me, I don't really have an opinion one way or the other. It is not something I given much thought to. When responding to questions, try to use some of them in your speaking practice this week. Talk to you soon.